The most powerful moves in life are never announced. They are lived in silence until the world has no choice but to witness them. Your marriage is closer than you think, but the key is to walk in faith quietly, letting the unseen prepare what your eyes cannot yet see. You are closer to your marriage than you realize, but the secret is this: the move must be hidden in the chambers of your heart before it is revealed to the world. Too often, people sabotage the very blessings they seek by broadcasting every desire, every step, every hope to those who cannot understand. Not every ear deserves to hear what your spirit is building. Not every voice is meant to confirm your destiny. Some voices will only plant seeds of doubt. That is why the wisest move is a silent one. You are walking into a season of marriage, but your preparation must remain a sacred secret between you, your faith, and the unseen forces arranging your future. When you decide within yourself that your marriage is inevitable, something shifts in your energy. The world begins to align with your expectation. But if you run to announce it too soon, you expose your dream to the wind of careless words. You must learn to guard your heart as though it were a treasure chest. The desire for companionship is holy, but it must be nurtured in silence until it blossoms. Like a seed buried underground, it does its most important work where no one can see it. The roots stretch deep, and the growth is invisible. Yet in time, the harvest bursts forth for all to witness. Marriage works the same way. It begins in secret faith, and only later becomes visible in the ceremony. The reason secrecy is powerful is that it protects the purity of your vision. The world is full of distractions, opinions, and noise. If you let those things enter too early, you weaken your faith. People will tell you that you're expecting too much, that marriage is difficult, that true love is rare. But you must not let their fears dilute your certainty. Silence shields you from the negativity of others. It allows your belief to grow unchallenged. Faith thrives in privacy, and privacy gives birth to manifestation. The quieter you are in your preparation, the stronger the foundation becomes. Living as though you are already married is the secret move. This doesn't mean pretending in front of others, but in your heart, in your daily habits, and in your private thoughts, you must carry yourself as someone already chosen. Walk with the dignity of a wife or the strength of a husband. Speak with the assurance of someone whose future is already written. Make decisions with the wisdom of one who is building, not just for themselves, but for a union. When you live like this in silence, people will notice a change, but they won't understand its source. That mystery is your power. Think about the most profound transformations in life. They rarely begin in public. A butterfly does not form in the open. It forms in the secrecy of a cocoon. A seed does not sprout on the surface. It takes root underground. Even a baby grows in silence within the womb before it is ever introduced to the world. Your marriage is no different. It is conceived in silence, nurtured in faith, and revealed only when the time is perfect. That is why you must keep your move secret. Do not rush to show proof. Do not seek validation. Hold it close until the moment of unveiling. Your heart must become a sacred space. In this space, you visualize walking down the aisle. You feel the presence of your partner beside you. You imagine the laughter, the unity, the strength of your marriage. Every night as you fall asleep, you close your eyes, not as someone waiting, but as someone already chosen. This silent rehearsal builds an unshakable faith. The outer world cannot resist the reality that dominates your inner world. But it is the secrecy of that inner rehearsal that makes it powerful. If you expose it too early, you dilute its energy. If you keep it close, you intensify it. Silence is not weakness. It is strength under control. You do not need to convince anyone of your future. You do not need to explain your faith. You do not need to prove your timeline. The proof will come when the moment arrives. What you build in secret cannot be stopped, because it is not subject to the noise of the crowd. People may wonder, why are you so peaceful? They may ask, why do you seem different? But you will know the answer. You are carrying a secret destiny, and your faith is too precious to waste on unnecessary explanations. Marriage is more than a ceremony. It is a state of being, and states of being are not shouted into existence. They are silently embodied until they cannot be denied. If you truly believe you are destined for marriage soon, then act accordingly. But let your actions be subtle and sacred. Set your home in order, not for visitors to applaud, but for the love you know is coming. Build your character, not to impress others, but to prepare for the responsibility of union. Carry yourself with the grace of someone who already belongs. These are your secret moves, unseen yet unstoppable. Understand this truth. The loudest dreams often die, but the quietest ones grow the strongest. When you tell everyone your plans, you invite both encouragement, but when you guard them in silence, you shield them from sabotage. Even your closest friends may not understand the vision you carry, and that is okay. They were not given the dream you were. Silence allows you to walk in faith without distraction. And when the day comes that your marriage appears, the same people who doubted will be speechless. Your silence will have been your victory. Remember, destiny does not require an audience. It requires belief. The universe does not respond to noise. It responds to conviction. Your marriage is already forming in the unseen, and every day you hold it in secret faith, you draw it closer. Do not reveal it until it reveals itself. Let your move be like the dawn, silent, steady, and unstoppable. No one can stop the sunrise, and no one will stop the day your marriage manifests. Until then, let silence be your shield, faith be your foundation, and secrecy be your strength. So I tell you again, you are getting married soon, but your move must be a secret. Hold it in your heart, protect it in your mind, and live it in your soul. Do not announce it, embody it. Do not beg for it, become it. The world will see it in time, but for now, let silence carry your power, because the quietest faith always produces the loudest miracle. Silent moves protect your destiny from unnecessary voices. When you share your deepest dreams too soon, you expose them to doubt, jealousy, and careless opinions. Not everyone who hears you wants to see you succeed. Some will smile to your face but secretly hope you fail. Others may unintentionally weaken your faith with their own fears. This is why the most powerful steps must be taken in silence. When your moves are hidden, they cannot be attacked. They grow in the safety of your own conviction. Silence does not mean inactivity. It means sacred protection. Every seed needs darkness before it can grow in the light. Your marriage is that seed, and secrecy is its soil. Keep it private until it is strong enough to withstand the outside world. Protect your destiny, and it will reward you with fulfillment. Faith grows strongest when nurtured in privacy. Like a flame sheltered from the wind, belief thrives where there is no disturbance. If you announce your faith too early, it may be blown out by disbelief. But when you keep it close, it burns brighter each day. In silence, you are free to imagine without interruption. You can see yourself married, happy, and whole without fear of contradiction. Privacy allows your conviction to deepen until it becomes unshakable. No outside voice can challenge what is hidden within. Faith needs no validation, because it knows the outcome already. The unseen forces of life respond more quickly to quiet confidence than to noisy desperation. Privacy is the atmosphere where faith breathes and multiplies, and when it matures, no storm can put it out. Marriage begins in the unseen before it is celebrated in the visible. The ceremony is not the start, but the confirmation. Long before vows are spoken, the union is already alive in thought and spirit. This is why imagination is so vital. It is the rehearsal for reality. If you can feel the presence of your partner now, you are already living in marriage's energy. The unseen world is always the source of the seen. No tree appears without first being a seed. No house is built without first being a blueprint. Likewise, no marriage appears without first being established in the invisible. When you hold it there, unseen and protected, the visible must eventually align. The invisible always comes before the physical, and the stronger you hold it in the unseen, the quicker it manifests in reality. The world mirrors your inner conviction, not your outer announcements. People may speak of marriage all day long, but if their inner belief is weak, nothing changes. What life responds to is not talk, but state of being. If you live as though you are already married, life reflects that back to you. If you live as though you are still waiting, it mirrors delay. Conviction cannot be faked. It shows in your actions, your energy, and your presence. The world listens more to your silence than to your words. Your certainty shapes the environment around you. The mirror of life cannot help but return what it sees inside you. This is why your inner belief is more powerful than public declaration. Silence allows conviction to grow undisturbed until reflection is inevitable. Guarding your dream prevents it from being weakened by doubt. Dreams are fragile at birth, and one careless comment can crush them. Protecting your vision means refusing to expose it to those who cannot see what you see. Doubt is contagious, and even a small seed of it can poison your confidence. But when you guard your dream, it remains pure, untainted, and strong. Protection is not secrecy for secrecy's sake. It is wisdom in action. You would not hand your treasures to strangers, so why hand your destiny to careless words? Guard it in the vault of your heart. Feed it with faith, not with others' opinions. The stronger you protect it, the quicker it grows into reality. And when it finally appears, it will be undeniable, unshakable, and unstoppable. Acting married in secret prepares you for love in reality. To live in the energy of being chosen is to magnetize the partner who belongs to you. In private, you carry yourself with dignity, as though your commitment already exists. You make decisions as someone responsible for more than themselves. You treat your home, your words, and your habits as though they already reflect partnership. This silent practice prepares your spirit for the union to come. When the right person appears, it will not feel like a surprise. It will feel like recognition. You have rehearsed the role of husband or wife so deeply that stepping into it is natural. The world may not see your preparation, but your energy will reveal it. Acting married in silence is not fantasy. It is training for reality. Sacred visions are too precious to share with careless ears. Not everyone deserves to hear your dreams, because not everyone can honor them. Some will laugh, some will criticize, some will sow doubt. But your vision is holy, and it must be treated as such. Keep it between you and the unseen until it matures. A careless listener can destroy years of faith with one dismissive word. Protecting your vision means valuing it enough to be quiet. When you treat it as sacred, you elevate its power. Not every conversation requires your revelation. Silence is not weakness. It is reverence for your destiny. Speak only when the fruit is visible, not when the seed is still tender. And when the fruit appears, no one will be able to deny the vision was real all along. The greatest transformations always begin in silence. A caterpillar becomes a butterfly in a hidden cocoon. A child develops in the unseen warmth of the womb. A seed grows in darkness, long before it breaks the soil. Transformation is always quiet before it is loud. Your marriage is no exception. It is forming in silence even now. The change within you, your faith, your vision, your preparation cannot yet be seen by the world. But just as surely as dawn follows night, your transformation will break through. Silence is not absence. It is process. And when the process completes, the result will be undeniable. The world will see the change, but you will know it began in quiet faith. Destiny requires belief, not an audience. You do not need applause to make your dream real. You do not need public agreement to validate your journey. Destiny is not a performance. It is a private covenant between you and the unseen. Audiences come later, when the work is complete. For now, belief is enough. The audience of one, the faith in your own heart, is the only confirmation you need. Crowds cannot create destiny. They can only observe it. If you seek validation, you weaken your certainty. But if you rely only on belief, you remain strong. Destiny answers belief directly, without middlemen. Your marriage is not a public project. It is a divine arrangement. Trust that belief is enough, and let the audience arrive at the unveiling. The quietest faith always produces the loudest miracle. Faith that shouts often seeks validation, but faith that whispers is unshakable. The quiet assurance that your marriage is coming carries more power than endless words. Silent faith does not seek attention. It seeks manifestation. And manifestation always follows. When you know within yourself that it is done, you need not announce it. Quiet confidence is the soil in which miracles grow. The results, when they appear, speak louder than any declaration you could make. Your silence becomes your testimony. Your faith becomes your evidence. The miracle of marriage will arrive so clearly, so powerfully, that even the loudest doubters will have nothing left to say. Quiet faith makes the greatest noise when it finally reveals itself.